Everybody ready? All good? All right, well, thank you for being here today. Before we get started, I want to introduce several people. Commissioner Stansley here, investigators from our Child Predator Unit, District Attorney Steve Kunzweiler, and County Commissioner Lonnie Sims are here today. Also present in the back, and thank you for being here, Chief Larson, Tulsa Police Department. This morning at approximately 6 a.m., a search warrant was executed on the residence of Joe Krylicek, the director of the Tulsa Area Emergency Management Agency, otherwise known as TEMA. The warrant stemmed from an investigation initiated by a tip from Internet Crimes Against Children. During the course of this ensuing investigation, numerous images and videos consistent with violations of Oklahoma's child pornography laws were found on a social media account that was linked to Mr. Krylicek through an IP address. Mr. Krylicek was arrested for the following crime: possess, procure, manufacture, sell, or distribute child sexual abuse material. Aside and separate from today's arrest, I would tell you that child sex abuse is widespread and continues to rise with devastating effects on our children and their families. Therefore, we will continue to be vigilant in identifying and apprehending these predators. It is imperative that we continue to work with our state, federal, and local law enforcement, and equally important is our partnership with the community. These individuals hide in plain sight and eat, sleep, and live among us. No one is immune from these types of criminal activities. That is the reason that in 2020 we started our Child Predator Unit, which will continue to aggressively target and arrest these individuals that prey upon our children. I would like to recognize two of our investigators, Matt Gray and Jason Weiss, for their diligent work in this investigation. I would also like to thank the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations for providing the resources during the course of this investigation. This case is ongoing until we are satisfied all evidence has been recovered and there are no other potential suspects linked to this case. Then it will be in the hands of our very capable District Attorney's Office. At this time, we'll answer any questions that you may have.
Vic, this is one of your colleagues. You guys do this every day, trying to fight to take down these predators. How tough is it for you guys to know that this is a colleague?
Well, it is tough, and it's a violation of the trust not only amongst his fellow colleagues, but the people that we serve, the citizens of Tulsa County. But it goes to my point again that these individuals that commit these types of crimes come from all walks of life, and that's why it's imperative that our partnerships with the community is extremely important. If you see something, hear something, know something, you have to report it. I don't think I have to remind everybody that these types of crimes target our most valuable treasure, and that's our children.
I read the affidavit, and it said in that there was conversations he had with potentially an underage girl. Are there more charges that could be coming in relation to those conversations?
Yes, this case is ongoing, and there is the potential for additional charges, and the potential for other individuals that may be involved in this particular case.
Sheriff, do you have any idea how many victims may be involved?
We do not, and again, that's the reason this case is ongoing. Yeah.
Any belief that he was making child sex abuse material?
I don't know, and I can't go into the minute details of the case, but anything's possible at this point in time.
So he was sending and receiving?
I believe so, yes.
Any other questions?
How long has he been in that role?
As head of TEMA? I'm not sure. Commissioner, do you know?
Yeah, he's since 2018.
Since 2018.
When did you guys receive the lead, and when did you start investigating?
So we receive tips, numerous tips, monthly, weekly, and as we get them, we look at each one of them, and we try to prioritize those that can be worked immediately and those that will take more investigative time. And so this was a single image that was brought in, and that's what's incredible about the work that was done in this case, is that one single image came in and it was investigated instead of pushed aside, and it turned into an arrest of a county official, unfortunately.
A lot of people that I talk to, law enforcement, say that they could dedicate a whole team, a whole department of investigators to going after child predators. Is that?
That's absolutely correct. So I would reiterate that child sex abuse is widespread and continues to rise at an alarming rate here in our country, here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm sure Chief Larsons could tell you that they probably get 300 to 400 tips a month. And we don't have the resources in which to aggressively go after each one of them. In time we do, but again, time is of the essence in a lot of these cases. And so it's unfortunate that we can't keep up with the rate in which these things are happening. And again, I can't stress enough that that's the reason the partnership with the community, our state, local, and federal authorities is imperative. No agency can do it by themselves. And this is, this is a horrific crime. It's destroying children. It's destroying families. And again, there is no suspect pool that you can say, well, it's happening here only, or this individual, or these types of individuals are conducting these criminal activities. They're everywhere. And again, but we will continue to stay vigilant, and I know I speak for the rest of law enforcement in Oklahoma. We will continue going after these individuals.
Jeff, we've all interviewed him multiple times on multiple stories over the years. What was his reaction to being arrested this morning?
Well, I wasn't there for the arrest. I'm sure one of our investigators who was can kind of give you a small bit of what his temperature was.
He was shocked. They try and downplay everything on any type of arrest like this, any type of initial contact when we're serving child exploitation search warrants. It's typically the same, and he decided to request an attorney.
Hey Matt, quick question for you. Do you often see, these child sexual abuse material possession charges can escalate into acting on?
100%. And there's no rhyme or reason for us. It's sometimes we get it before it happens, and sometimes we don't know that they're hands-on until we download the software, download the electronics, and realize that they are hands-on.
Just based off the affidavit, it shows that Kik actually reported that the account was showing the child pornography. Was there any other accounts or any other apps that also were a part of this as well too? Part of the investigation?
We're not going to go into very specifics. Okay.
Yeah, this, again, is still ongoing, so we're looking into that stuff like that right now. And at this time, let me bring up, and I'm sorry I was remiss to forget, but District Attorney Steve Kunzweiler to give a quick statement.
Sure. So I want to emphasize something right at the outset, as you all have heard me say this many times. We live in a great country, and this particular country is sought by so many different citizens around the world that they want to be a part of it because we have constitutional protections. And one of those protections is the presumption of innocence. I'm here to at least tell you, though, that about a week ago, the Tulsa County District Attorney's Office was contacted by the Sheriff's Department to alert us to this particular investigation. I assigned Assistant District Attorney Lena Churchill to help coordinate with the Sheriff's Office and the Oklahoma State Bureau investigation and helping assist them with regard to issues that may have come up. We have filed, as you may already know, we have filed this morning in Tulsa County case CF-2025-2866, a felony information alleging that the crime of possession of child pornography was allegedly committed by Joseph Kralchik. Under our law, Mr. Kralchik, like any other human being charged with a crime, enjoys that presumption of innocence, and that stays with him throughout this process. This is simply a charge, and it's up to the state of Oklahoma to put its case on in a courtroom, right? So while many people might say, well, we really want to know everything that's going on in this particular case, if we want true justice in this world, we have to be able to make sure that that comes forward in a courtroom. And so what we will be doing is presenting evidence in a courtroom, and he enjoys that presumption of innocence until and unless a judge or a jury determines otherwise. So we will move forward with this prosecution. As you have heard, he's been arrested. A bond has been set. That bond was set by the magistrate who had reviewed the probable cause affidavit. It was set at $50,000. The next step in the process is Mr. Kralchik, like every other person, will receive a copy of this felony information. He will have an initial appearance, There may be additional discussions had with the court at that bond setting or at that bond hearing. He's entitled to a preliminary hearing, and at some date, I would anticipate 35, 45, maybe 60 days from now, will be a setting in which we will be moving forward with the single count as it stands today with possession of child pornography. And I'm open to any other questions anybody has.
I have a question as relates to county commissioners.
Sure.
As what's happening moving forward, because he was sworn in by county commissioners in the city.
Yeah, great question. I think that's probably our top priority at this point is public safety. Reached out to the deputy director of TEMA just to make sure that organization, obviously they're responsible for a lot of things when it comes to emergency response within our community. Just make sure that they have all the resources that they need. I think I speak for the Board of County Commissioners that we're grateful for these public servants that we have here, Tulsa County Sheriff, our DA Kunzweiler, and the work they do in the community. That is our highest priority, is the safety and protection of this community, especially its most vulnerable. So we appreciate you being here today to get this information out. Again, I think District Attorney Kunzweiler said it. He is innocent until proven guilty. But for us, the business of taking care of this county goes on, so we'll just make sure that TEMA is staffed and has the resources that it needs. Thank you.
Is it possible that any of this happened in the workplace? And if it did, is there additional charges that would be placed?
Again, it's information that we're going to go ahead and keep to ourselves for obvious reasons, but as the investigation continues, obviously there's nothing that is impossible in terms of additional evidence and or information.
Any other questions? Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.